Welcome back to Any Ground Up everyone, and today I've decided to join the bandwagon of football club history videos, and today we're starting off at Newcastle Blue Star. Let's go. Now the Newcastle Blue Star never used to play at this stadium because back in 1930 Newcastle Blue Star was formed, and they played here at Druid Park, which was formerly known as Wheatsheaf Park because of this pub here, Wheatsheaf Farm. So in 1932 Newcastle Blue Star joined the Newcastle Business Houses League, and then in 1938 they joined the North East Amateur League. After World War II they joined the Tyneside Amateur League, and in 1947, just straight after World War II, they won it. In 1962 they went to the Northern Combination and winning it in 1963 and 1969. And also they won the Northern Combination League Cup twice and the Northumberland Minor Cup once. Now then, in 1973, Blue Star changed their name to Blue Star Welfare. Here's a picture of that team, and also they joined the Wearside League. In their first season in that league they won it, and also they won it again in 1976. Blue Star Welfare in 1978 won the FA Vos with a 2-1 win over Barton Rovers at Wembley. They were the first North East side to win the FA Vos. In 1979 they changed their name back to Blue Star, a nice simple name, and in the 1980s this is where their success came. They won 3 Wearside League titles in the early 80s, and also they reached the FA Cup first round proper, which they lost to York City at Bootham Crescent. So then, in 1985-86 season, Blue Star joined the Northern League and won it in their first season. They had 36 wins out of 38 and scored 133 goals, one of the best sides in non-league at the time. Now then, before we see what changes has been made at this ground, let's just tell you about the weird merge attempt that they tried in the year 1992. So then, Blue Star's attempt was to buy Maidstone United, move them up north, merge them with Blue Star, but they were rejected. But Blue Star could have been a football league side merging with Maidstone, but the offer was rejected. Now the time came for Blue Star to have their struggles, as they changed their name, was sponsored name, RTM Newcastle, which actually lasted from 1994 to 1998. Yeah, they were a bit of a yo-yo club, getting promoted, getting relegated between the divisions. But in the 2000s they had a bit of a comeback era. They finished 3rd with manager Eric Tate, as they won the Northern League Div 1 and also the Northern League Cup. So they won the double in that season, but they weren't promoted because of where we are right now, Druid Park, Wheatsheaf Park. Now then, this pitch is artificial, but before 2014 this pitch actually was grass. Here's a picture right now. Also on the back wall here there used to be blue writing saying Newcastle Blue Star FC. Now then, today this stand has grey seats, but back in the day it used to have blue, and as you can see there's still some remains of blue here from the Blue Star days. Some more remains of the blue. You may be wondering why there's green too. I believe West Allotment played here for a bit, and I believe they might have changed it to green. Correct us if I'm wrong. There's also a little bit of a covered stand in here, but it's obviously filled with goals now because teams train here. So then, as you see over there, the subs bench is over there, but back in Blue Star's days it was actually just here, probably where the fence is now. Now then, there was no plastic side things. It's proper old school ones back in the day, as you can see in this picture here. None of this plastic rubbish. Now then, behind the goal over there, obviously we've got a Premier written, but them trees actually used to run all the way along, as you can see in the picture right now. Now then, back in the day behind the goal there was a net which obviously kept the balls in the ground, but also there was a little fence just behind it, but it's obviously gone now. It just used to be like a small metal fence that went probably along the line here. But yeah, you can see it on Google here. Here comes a Ryanair running down the wing. And this car park's always been here, as you can see in the image. So then probably when they put the artificial surface here, they probably put these benches here and took away the old ones over there. The old ones actually look pretty cool. Now then, I believe this is the turnstile from the image that I got off Google. I believe it was the turnstile bit here. I think it would pay there, maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe it's just a storage place. Right, and that's it from Wheatsheaf Park, or Druid Park shall I say. Let's get on to another bit about Blue Star's history, where it all changes for them. Also, just a note, if any of you have been here for a match day, tell us what it was like. Was it for Blue Star, West Allotment, or another team? Tell us all about it, please. Now then, as I was just saying before, Blue Star couldn't get promoted because of this ground here. So, instead, they moved 10 minutes down the road to another ground. Well, ground shared with a rugby team. Any guesses? And yes, I moved here. The home of the Red Bulls, Kingston Park Stadium. Just over here. At the time it was formerly the Falcons, but now it's the Newcastle Red Bulls since the takeover. So then, at the time, Blue Star was sharing with the Falcons at Kingston Park here, and they were allowed to climb the leagues again, allowed to get up the pyramid, and at the time they were in the Northern Prem. Currently we're Hebburn are right now. So Blue Star played Bamber Bridge on the 9th of April 2008 in the Northern Premier League, Div 1 North, and basically Blue Star won 3-0, but scored 2 goals in 47 seconds. Quickest ever, I believe. So the image that I've just put on is this stand from when Blue Star played here. It's not the best image. Now then, in the 2008-09 season, Blue Star got promoted in a playoff final here against Curzon Ashton when they won 4-1. But sadly in 2009 Blue Star collapsed after they were £65,000 in debt, and the result was the club folded. There was success on the pitch but not off it. And in 2018 Blue Star was reformed from the West End, Newcastle and Scotswood. And since 2018, they won the Northern Alliance back in 2023, which meant they got promoted in the Northern League Div 2. And after one season in Div 2, they got promoted again via PPG when they lost to Easington, but they still went up. Well then, I hope you've all enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed doing it. If you want to see another video like this, please remember to comment which club you want to see next. See you all in the next one.